Hi Cancer, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is going to be your love reading for the week of, well, it's over a week, March 11th to March 20th. So this is a love reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 11th to March 20th. Let me light some incense. I'm going to be using the Whispers of Love Oracle cards by Angela Hartfield. The Wild Kuan Yin Pocketbook Edition, which is really neat because it's got a short version of the meanings here, of the Oracle message on the back of the cards. And then I'm going to use a Lion Strider Tarot just because I feel like it's very cheerful and bright and light energy, which I'm really feeling these days. And Colette Baron reads Wisdom of the Oracle cards, where I will read the love message from there, as well as a general oracle message. And then Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue, Miracles Now by Gabrielle Bernstein. And again, the Wild Kuan Yin Pocketbook Edition, this is from Alana Fairchild. I love this deck. I have the big deck and I have the little deck, okay? And I love them both dearly. All right, so let's get started with your read. Let me get my oracle card meanings here. I think that's it. All right. So let's pull a Celtic cross for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 11th to March 20th in love and romance. What's going on for Cancer, please? In love and romance for March 11th to March 20th. Can we please get a Celtic cross for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 11th to March 20th, please? This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 11th to March 20th. Whoa. Eight of Pentacles. This is a love reading, so let me just give you two types of meanings for this. One is Eight of Pentacles, where it's just about working really hard at whatever it is that you do so that you get ahead. Putting in the extra hours, putting in the extra time, going the extra mile so that you master whatever it is that your craft is. In love and romance, this is about humility, gallantry, chivalry, where you are willing to try and fail and take the high road and have that humble attitude towards love, where you're not going to, get miffed at the first kind of ego wounding, when you're still trying to get things going. So this is something where you're dedicated to focus to make things work out in your relationship. On the bottom, we have Three of Pentacles. Okay, well, I feel like this is very work related. This collaboration. It's also the card of getting notoriety and fame for what it is that you do, where it's kind of understood that you are the best at what you do. It shows a craftsman working on a stained glass window in a church, and two older clergymen kind of overlooking his work. And even though this craftsman is younger, it's understood that they are very special, very gifted, and the best at what they do. So because one card popped out and I shuffled, that's my signal that's the end of the shuffle. Okay, so let's get the challenge here. Ooh, the Devil. Okay. Consciously, we've got the Knight of Wands. Foundation, Four of Cups. Recent past, Nine of Swords. Recent future, Eight of Swords. You right now, Two of Swords. My goodness, around you. Queen of Cups. I think you need this reading, man. High Priestess is your hopes and fears. Outcome, Ten of Swords. Okay, Cancer. My God, what is going on? Holy crap. Okay. Now, because this is a love reading, that Three of Pentacles, even though I feel like it's work related, it can also speak to a third party situation. Okay. So, the challenge here is the Devil. The Devil is something I feel in your case, generally speaking though, it's something that has a great hold on you. It's something that's not good for you. It's a toxic energy. Also, that Devil energy comes up when you're trying to do something new and it's a big change and it's going to better your life. That Devil energy comes up, and that can manifest through people in your inner circle, hating on you, trying to cause obstacles, trying to sabotage you on your path. That Devil card comes up when there's just that kind of malicious energy around, okay? It's like whether it be spiritual energy or some kind of actual person who is, wishing that kind of harm on you. Or it could be this energy of someone who's trying to really control you and keep you on a tight, short leash, okay? So that's that devil energy right there. It speaks to also addictions, ego, super hypersexed, you know what I mean? Lower kind of vibration there, being too much into that. Substance abuse, you know, that kind of addictions kind of thing, and as well as just generally where two people are chained and bound. It's a mindfuck card, okay? I call it a mindfuck card. Apologies, pardon me for swearing, but it's a card where it's got you so scared and so trapped where your brain is like, in your heart, everything's like this, and you can't get out, and you think there's no way out. Now, to other people and looking in like, yeah, if you think like that, there is definitely no way out. If that's your reasoning for how you have to live and you want to stay in that box, then definitely if you're going to stick to how you believe, then there's no way out. But you have to think outside the box and get out of this way of letting these people control you, and do a complete, like, you know, reality collapse there if you have to, and get out of there and move on to a new reality for you. That's the challenge here. The challenge to your work and what you're doing and your progress is someone who's trying to sabotage you or control you, okay? And doesn't want you. No, you thought you're going somewhere. Oh, you thought you're doing this. You thought you're doing that. No, I'm going to stop you because you're not, because I didn't give you permission, okay? You're like, but why do I need permission? I'm a free human being. Because I'm the devil and because I want to control you, okay? Then you got the Knight of Wands in your conscious mind. This is all about wanting freedom. The opposite of this, look, chain, tied up energy. That Knight of Wands is the adventurer. It's passion leads you. Inspiration leads you. That horses, chariot with the sphinxes, all of that's about rapid change and movement. Wanting to take action, wanting to fly, wanting to go. Knight of Wands in your conscious is that card. I call it the lover card, coming in hot card as well, but really it's the card also of someone who wants to go, move, go after their dreams, chase their dreams, not even having to have a full-fledged plan. They just want to run and go and jump into the next thing and get started. Now, in the Four of Cups of the subconscious here, oh, it's a card of just like so much in control of this devil energy that you can't see that you're, I call this also, you know, this card of first world problems, okay? The Four of Cups, because when you actually have that one cup, which is, you know, that overflowing cup of joyous self-fulfillment and having everything you already need to be happy, and you intentionally are choosing to focus on those Three of Cups that are from your past. I call that the first world problem, because how can you feel sorry for someone who's got those Three of Cups and then they've got that one cup there that's good and full of fulfillment for you, and you're instead going, yeah, I know that I could be living better. I know I could be doing other things that will lead me to joy and happiness, but it just feels so good to be sad and looking at those Three Cups. Okay, that's this mindfuck. That Four of Cups energy, there's three on one side, one on the other. You must know that that freedom, that self-fulfilled energy of that Ace of Cups that's running over, your cup runneth over, full of joy, is there. You're just not seeing it because you're in a mindfuck. And that Three of Cups that you're looking at from your past, a past relationship, your past experiences, something that is gone over and has left you wounded, whatever it is, or that's purposely kind of continuously seductively trying to keep you in talons, you need to get out of, because you need to shift your focus. Stop dreaming about the past, because it's just making you leak energy, okay? And you're staying here numb. Okay, and then the Nine of Swords in the recent past. Yeah, okay, so this is the card of the wounded warrior. Nine of Swords is something where you have been injured in a previous relationship, you feel wounded, you feel defensive, you have a barrier up. It's also a card of, for some of you who might have kids. And so that's a barrier too, because now it's like You don't trust people. You don't trust them around your children. You don't trust that, you don't want to put that time into them because it's like, are they even worth my time? What is better than what I should be doing, And so Nine of Swords has a whole bunch of mental activity and barriers as to why you can't be open and receptive to love. So it's a card of, because of a previous, energy that hurt you or wounded you, you're now feeling like this. Look at this nighttime scene and kind of alone, feeling alone, isolated, defensive, vigilant, guarding yourself, guarding your heart, not trusting people, and having also barriers and responsibilities and focused on that, okay? Recent future, you got Eight of Swords, more restrictions. Eight of Swords, at least it lightens up a little bit. Nine of Swords to the Eight of Swords, it lightens up a little bit. So now you're going to the Eight of Swords where it's not that toxic with the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords also will be that energy of like not being able to sleep and, thoroughly toxified. But Eight of Swords here is now being restricted by fear. This woman has a blindfold on, and it gets a little bit better because you see the castle in the background and the swords are kind of around her, surrounding her. It's kind of this card of public opinion to me. Whether, I don't know if someone's actually restricting you or if it's a mindfuck, as I said, it's something where you are feeling restricted by the opinions of others, where it's left you so fearful of making the wrong move that you don't make a move. And so it's also the card of being stuck. So that's the recent future. Now you see this Eight of Swords card of the stuckness of this card. Now, easy to take the blindfold off and tipsy-toe out of those swords and go to your castle. But you don't, because you're staying in this Eight of Swords. You right now is Two of Swords. Maybe that's what you're ruminating over. This Two of Swords is more stuck energy, okay? You right now, that's the recent future. Stuck and stuck. So Two of Swords is about having a decision to make. It's also the card of meditation, okay? This meditative kind of break here, where the sea is tranquil and a woman is holding two swords and they have a decision to make, two truths. Have to contemplate and think about what is the right decision to move forward with. And until you make that decision, nothing's going to change. In the recent future, you see Eight of Swords. You don't make a choice because nothing has changed. You're still stuck. Around you, you've got Queen of Cups. This is the energy of someone who's very intuitive. This Queen of Cups is someone who is like a healer type. It could be a sign of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy around you right now with this little fishy there, because there's a major Pisces energy around now, right? So this could be what's making you feel like this. If Queen of Cups is negatively aspected, okay, with all of these painful swords energies here and the devil, then it can lead to someone who's like self-medicating, taking prescription pills, depressed, has anxiety, very moody and overly emotional and dramatic and almost toxic, okay? The Queen of Cups. Because it's all about cups and water and emotion. So if you take it negatively aspected, it could be someone whose emotions are out of control. Now, if this is someone around you, as a person, Queen of Cups can be someone who's a healer type, who's extremely intuitive, who's very kind, loving, nurturing, spiritual, someone who seeks deep learning and deep truths about life, someone who could be a social worker, therapist, doctor, someone along those lines. Very loving and deep and spiritual and deep knowing energy, okay? In your hopes and fears, you've got the High Priestess. So you've got two cards of this very psychic, intuitive female energy here, okay? In your hopes and fears, the High Priestess, she's a little cold, but the High Priestess is someone who sees beyond the veil, someone who can, who sees everything. In her book, she usually has a book, and there it's just like I guess a comparable to the Akashic Records. It's just everything, every thought, every single thing that's been said and done. She knows, she sees everything. And she's someone who is kind of passive, It's not someone who's going to like go out and spill your secret. Sometimes you see the High Priestess and it's kind of like, if I was to do a reading and I go, how does so-and-so feel about me? And the High Priestess will come up and go, you already know. Because it's all about intuition, as is the Queen of Cups. These two are the most intuitive cards in the entire tarot. So you got the High Priestess, and she's about secrets being revealed, and deep knowing, intuition, and it could even be somebody who represents this kind of feminine wisdom energy around you, okay? But this ends up badly, this situation, because of this failure to act, failure to make a decision. This 10 of Swords happens, and it will, see, 9 of Swords, and then realizing you need to do something, but not acting. And it slacks up a bit because maybe you feel empowered, like, all right, now I've really taken stock of my situation and I know things have to change. It's not going well. So I'm going to really think about it, and I'm going to, after I make a decision about what I need to do, I'm going to follow through, and then the pressure slacks a bit and you go back to 8 of Swords, or you're just being restricted. It's not too bad now. But because of this inaction, both of these cards, and not making a decision, the 10 of Swords happens. Now, the 10 of Swords is the brutal ending, okay? It's not just the ending of a relationship, because if it was just a peaceful ending, it could be like 8 of Cups. Walking away from a situation, walking away from a relationship, looking for something more fulfilling. I think that's one of the most peaceful breakup cards that you can get in the tarot. But when you get 10 of Swords, right, it's not that peaceful energy. It's something extremely brutal and toxic. 10 of Swords is something that's caused you lots of fear and stress and betrayal and anxiety. And so now, because of not having made a decision here, it ends. Okay, this 10 of Swords is, it's like a betrayal. It's like a bullying. It's like, I get this energy because there's so many swords always in this person, whether it be this, you know, this is a moose, caribou, I don't know, whatever it is, whether it be a person or this animal here, it's always overkill. Why do you need to have 10 swords in this person, right? Why is it portrayed that way? Because obviously more than one person is doing this kind of thing. It's something that's a long time coming, or whether it's the same person who injures you over and over and over again. It ends now, okay, with the 10 of Swords. If you want to still stick around for more, it's your life, right? You do you, but why would you? All right. King of Pentacles, Taurus energy there. All right, let's pull some Oracle cards. So this is Wild Kuan Yin, the pocketbook edition. I love these cards. Let's see what we can get for Cancer, please. Can we please give some guidance for healing to get over this real quick and fast? What does Cancer need to hear to get over this, okay? What does Cancer need? What guidance does Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus need to overcome this quickly, painlessly, and to move on to the next wonderful step in their life? Can we get them a card, please, for guidance? What does Cancer need to hear? And what guidance does Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus need to hear for March 11th to the 20th, please? In their love life, what guidance can we give them for March 11th to the 20th? What is, okay. On the bottom, we'll just take a peek. It's Sister of Shambhala. Let's look at the picture. All right, there's lots of sheep in the background. Okay, put your faith in the light and believe that good things can happen and will happen. We do not need to deny darkness, but nor do we need to place our minds there. There are lighter dwelling places into which our minds can settle. Trust in the spring that follows the winter. Okay, we'll leave that there. And then we'll read these other two cards. All right, you got a couple here and it fell on the 2 of Swords. Let's see. Becoming friends with yourself. Why not give up trying to punish, push, or force your body? When you push, resistance is created. It is not defiance. It is natural law. This can make life harder than it needs to be. Instead, why not explore and find a way to relate to your body as a friend? Friendship is one of life's pleasures. And there's this card over here. Okay, so we'll put that over here. How about over here? And then we've got this beautiful card, Blessing Bestowed. There is no end to the Divine Mother's ingenuity and grace. No obstacle can obstruct her generosity and protection. So get used to the feeling of the joy of knowing something truly precious is going to unfold in your life. Nurture that feeling like you would the readiness for spring in your heart. When winter is upon you, you know it is coming and you anticipate it with such pleasure. So both of these cards, like these two, was it spring? No, over here, trust in the spring that follows the winter. So let's put these two next to each other. It's telling me that honestly, things are pretty crappy for you right now, but it looks like everything's going to change in the springtime, okay? Very soon. This period of 11th to the 20th is going to be a little brutal, but now that you know, take it easy on yourself. Okay, so let's get some Miracles Now cards for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 11th to the 20th, please. Can we please get some guidance for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 11th to the 20th, please? Okay. Whoa, that's it. Over here, it says, where are we going here? Okay. It says, I surrender my desires and I know the universe has my back. Excellent. Okay, so let's put that over here. And then we've got, I love my food. My food loves me. Okay, we're going to put these two together, okay? So for some Cancerians, I feel like when we're talking about pushing your body and it says, just why not try giving up? Why not give up trying to punish, push, or force your body? When you push, resistance is created. Instead, why not explore and find a way to relate to your body as a friend? Friendship is one of life's pleasure. Okay, so it looks like you love food, and then you punish yourself for the result of loving food that much, okay? So for some Cancerians, it's saying here, okay, to take it easy on that. Because if you do love food, and if that's the situation, that's what the cards are telling me here, don't hurt yourself, okay, and hate your body for, you know, the results of that, because everything has a cause and effect, right? All right, so let's get a Colette Baron read, Wisdom of the Oracle cards. And some of you, that might be influencing your love life as well, okay? Like kind of that situation where you're in a long-term relationship and then you let yourself go and you eat a little bit too much and then you're comfortable and then all of a sudden they start turning on you and telling you how fat and disgusting you are and all these terrible things that make you feel bad. And then you're stuck in a cycle. Then they'll apologize. You stick around even though you get treated worse and worse and worse and worse. Your self-esteem goes down the, you know, in the dumps. And then you keep eating, self-soothing, self-medicating through food and stuff. It's like addictions too with the devil card, and control and humiliation and abuse. That's what I'm seeing here, okay? Okay, Cancer. Can we get some guidance for Cancer and love, please? This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And that Three of Pentacles, if it's not work-related, which this is a love reading, it really does speak to a third-party situation and cheating, okay? And then this kind of energy of like, what are you going to do? And it's going to end. Because when people cheat, I'm not saying always that you have to break up, but really it is a deal breaker for a lot of people. Okay. On the bottom, we've got peace. Okay, that's the bottom card. And on the top, we've got Mending. Okay. Mending. So fixing things and peace. All right. Let's talk about it. So it does not look like it's over. Okay. 52. It says forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal. The pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. Relationship message. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and honest redress. Okay, and next we have, let's see, peace, number 23. Essential meanings: freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. The Oracle's message: it doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. Relationship message: when two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are as two perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours and it is to be savored. So it looks like mending and peace. Two people in harmony and forgiveness. Let's find out more. So for some of you, maybe this is just forgiving and moving on here. All right. Can we please get one card for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 11th to the 20th? Yeah, because that Eight of Pentacles is like working things out. Remember, I spoke to chivalry, gallantry, and humility. Trying and failing and keeping on working things out. All right. Can we get a card for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 11th to the 20th, please? On the bottom, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's the bottom, the top card. This could be the one. Okay. Wow, that turned around. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. This card signals that you've already met the person you romantically seek. Perhaps you're already in a relationship with him or her. The romance angel sent you this card because it seems you're not recognizing or enjoying the full potential of this person and relationship. Sometimes you may overlook someone who's meant for you because you have a different idea of what your partner should look or act like. Take a moment to consider who this might be. The first person to come to mind is probably the one. Next, invite the romance angels into your dreams as you're going to bed. Ask them to give you very clear information about your romantic partner, either in your present relationship or a future one. During sleep, you're more open to angelic guidance. When you awaken, you may not remember your dreams, but you will have a clearer sense of romance and partnership. Take any action you feel called to based on your inner guidance, even if it seems unrelated to your love life. Trust that the angels are leading you toward the one you desire. And then engagement. Congratulations! This card signals pending nuptials, beginning with a romantic engagement. Even if you're not presently in a relationship, the romance angels can see one upon your horizon. This card comes to you as reassurance, specifically so that you'll choose to release any worries about whether you'll get married, because you will. Deep romantic love in which you feel treasured is in the cards for you. The deeper meaning of this card relates to commitment. First, you commit to taking care of yourself. You establish boundaries about what you will and won't accept in your relationships and in other life areas, such as career, home, lifestyle, and so on. Next, you honor your self-commitment by taking decisive action and telling others how you truthfully feel about their behavior. As you commit to yourself, the universe sends you additional experiences of loving commitment, including the promise of marriage. All right, now final card for the day, Cancer. This is Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. Can we please get a card? And I'll take the underlying one as well for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 11th to the 20th. Whoa, okay. On the bottom we have embrace your emotions, don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions, and that's on the bottom. So let's look at the other ones. They came out over here. There's 3. They're short, so it's okay. Express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. True love. This love is a once-in-a-lifetime love. Let's leave that up there. That's beautiful. Consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. And then love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Okay, so Cancer, what I'm seeing here is that honestly it looks like there's true love here. There's deep love here. It's just you're trying to now put in the overtime to work this out, because underlying energies here is cheating. I don't know if this was you who cheated or someone who cheated on you. But when I see things like express love through gifts and consider your foundation, okay, you see these 2 people with foxes around here looking at this home. I feel like this is about, see, you see this indecision. Should I say something? Should I not? This kind of focused guilt here. I told you this is the Lover card, coming in hot card, wanting to go out, wanting more, wanting to be free, right? So I feel like Cancer, this is more your energy of possibly having cheated. Now, if it's not, sorry, okay, maybe it's someone who did this to you. But we got this express love through gifts and stuff. Well, why would you need to express your love through small gifts to somebody else? Mending and forgiving. Okay, peace. I don't know. Well, it looks like basically there's a cheating situation leaving you wounded warrior here, frozen in fear what to do. Okay, this is about secrets, the High Priestess, and intuition, intuitively knowing what is going on here, and the ending of a toxic situation. I feel like this message is saying if you forgive, this is what comes. This is a true love situation. And, you know, I was going to speak earlier and I just didn't do it. And I held my tongue because I was like, you know, if they're cheating, then you already know it's a done deal. It's a sign that the relationship's over. And I was going to say that. But then in my head, I was like, no, that's not true, really. Because people cheat and they make mistakes. And, you know, and sometimes they have to get their uglies out. And I don't mean like, you know, they have to sow their oats. No, I mean like that kind of self-sabotage where you do something just to F things up because you're scared to be happy. and scared to have success. So, that fear of flying kind of hold all of that. So sometimes people need to do something that will self-sabotage to get it out. And maybe you know that about them and you're forgiving them and you're mending. And then it will make them feel more secure and safe as well in the relationship. So that leads to true peace, I feel like, and a leveling up in your relationship. So let me read these small definitions here. Each one is a few sentences, no big deal. Let's start with love is all around you. Number 16. It says, there is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this is truth. Looking around you and recognizing that love is showing itself to you all the time and everywhere. It may be a smile on a stranger's face or a simple act of kindness. It may be the warm sun in a blue sky. Life is wonderful. How lucky you are to be so loved. Then I'll read true love, okay? Number 30. This love is a once-in-a-lifetime love. This relationship is part of your life's plan. Unconditional love is easier said than done. That's the one statement, one sentence in this card that I always stands out to me. Unconditional love is easier said than done. But you're doing it. Unconditional love. They screwed up. You're mending, right? Remember the love aspect of your partnership. If it is a soulmate relationship, the connection will be 50-50 and almost perfectly balanced. Consider your foundation, number 50 here. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. Love means to commit without guarantees. We give ourselves completely in the hope that love will be the lasting result. Love is an act of faith. Surround yourself with love and know that your life will be better for it. And then number 19, express your love through small gifts. Letting that person know you care about them, right? Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. A gift is visible evidence of your loving thoughts. A gift does not need to be expensive. Showing someone your favorite place, sharing a favorite song, or writing a note of gratitude are all gifts. This lets the receiver you intend this for know that you care. Then we've got number 18, embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. Feelings and emotions are part of who you are. Allow yourself to feel what is going on for you. Your feelings signal you to the truth of a situation. Take positive steps to determine why you are feeling the way that you feel. I hope that resonated for you, Cancer. It's been a pleasure. That was your read for March 11th to the 20th. Please check out your monthly March read and your last week's read. I'll link all of those now. Till next time, talk to you guys soon. Take good care. Bye, Cancer.